Think we can save the world? Well, the good news is all these paths go together. There's something up ahead. Let's see what's down there. Heaven's Vault? There's a moon out here, in the dark.
We had followed a strange and winding road through the loneliest reaches of space. And on the moon at the end of the path was nothing.
It's a desert. I was hoping for... I don't know what. Hope is for imbeciles. Still, I must commend you, Aaliyah. You succeeded where that miserable rat Renva failed. Now we climb.
But now, I didn't know if I could return.
I was thinking about Huang. He never did introduce me to the annals of Mazwai. He always said he would. I imagine he is still waiting for the right moment. I wonder how long it will be before he realizes you have gone. Huang is really going to miss me, I think. We've been friends since I arrived. He would have been your slave had you asked it of him. It is better this way. I think you're wrong. I think I might have broken his heart. Men like that do not have hearts. They are mice. They run on fear and shame. That's an unkind thing to say. And why would that matter out here? Grave markers, just like the one we saw in the graveyard of the Emperors outside the hermitage where Renba died. Lots of them. Either people lived here somehow, or else they came here to die. So, where did all the people go? Out there? Into the nebula? Can you understand what it's saying? Of course not. I cannot speak ancient. Dima nafiyami ayen kadamahubes. goddess. A face. A recording. An inscription that I can't really see. Have lived 100 lives. I thought a vault would be underground. The word vault has two meanings, Alberethian. It is a sunken chamber, or else a high arch, even a leap. So which is this? Perhaps both, Alia Elasara. Let's try back this way. There's definitely something weird about this place. Something about the air, maybe? I can smell nothing, child. Of course you can't smell anything. You're a box of motorized bolts. Perhaps this is an old road. If there's anything here, it's up there. I am not sure you will survive this climb. Your lungs, they've been getting worse. You have sheer lung, don't you? You have always have had it. You and every other Alberethian rodent. Look around, Empress Enki. It doesn't matter out here what I've got. Alia, you cannot simply ignore reality. Then don't patronize me. I didn't come this far to turn back now. I know that shape. Kibenya. I always said she was truly ancient. Kibenya. The people back on Mercy would not believe it. Perhaps this is her home. Then she's not a very good water goddess. Look at this place. Although, we already know Kibenya. High, tall, elevated. I think. May plants grow strong as trees. Is it possible to alter gravity itself? Indeed it is, Alia Lazra. It's necessary. When you said necessary, what did you mean by that? The strength of gravity between two objects is a known quantity. It's based on the separation and masses of those objects. But most moons in the nebula are thin sheets of rock. They do not have enough mass to exert the gravity they do. Something within the rock must therefore increase the gravity. But momentum cannot simply be created. Therefore, an increased gravity in one location must be countered by a lessening elsewhere, including the ones Renba found in the hatch of that buried ship. They do not reduce gravity, Alia. Rather, they have been induced to contain an absence of it. Well, that's freaky physics. There's something here. A wooden hatch. Nothing like as fancy as the one in the forest. Filled in with sand. But still, I think it must have once been a well. Guarded by Kibenya. Only why would there be a well here? How? Surely there was never any water here. Perhaps there was. There was a river to this place, after all. There may be water here again soon enough. But look at this place, Enki. It couldn't be more desolate. Time destroys everything. Well, almost everything. The wreck there is further away than it appears, Alia. Please do not lose yourself in the open desert. Alright. This way.
And then? We began to climb. I fell silent, saving my breath. The robot purred along behind me. The wind offered little secrets and then snatched them away. But something was wrong.
Enki? What? Enki, I feel fine. The climb? It's easy. Perhaps I've grown stronger? Perhaps something about this place has made me well.
The opposite is true, imbecile. It seems there is something wrong with gravity here.
Is there Iolite here?
No, Aaliyah. But whatever field the Iolite was storing, that field wraps around this place like a cocoon.
This one's close enough. What are these things? I've never seen anything like them. What are they for? Was it a tower? The structure is like the metal crater we found, but the materials are quite different. It's ancient, as old as anything.
The walls, Elberethien, they are inscribed in some detail. No, symbols. Fragments of images in the rust.
NK, can you make anything of these etchings?
I will take a look, Aaliyah.
Can you read it?
You should wait.
It was some kind of blunt blade. Carved in later, I think, than the metal was made, but worn down by the sand. Well... hurry up. I mean, not that I don't think I have all day, but I probably don't have all day. I have sheer luck. I'm going to die.
Aaliyah, I believe I have some sense of it.
Tell me a story, Emperor NK.
The etching tells the tale of a group of gods who strode forward across a wide desert from a place of much water, bringing water. They caused the fields here to be fertile for a time.
Strode.
A god with feet. Perhaps, yes. A village rose up around the god to worship the god. The god demanded tribute. I cannot tell how often. A tribute of people. And then the god was killed.
Killed? You're sure about that?
No. That is the inference. But it is only a pictogram. And the god is above us, Aaliyah Elazra. I think this mountain holds the gods too.
Then let's go bother a god. If Wayne could see this, I'd like to see them tell me that history is a fantasy now. But they'll never see it, of course. No one will. A ruin. It's not much of a ruin. But still.
I do not think the statues carved themselves, child. I will stay here, Leah.
The sun goddess. Being light. There's an inscription here. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, God. Why don't you have any of my longer words in here? God damn it. We'll open its... I think that's something we said was gate, maybe. I don't think that's heavens. I would love to be able to freaking look at the... across Old Sea. God. Eagle will open its wings again and fly us through Eye of Dark Sun across Old Sea. God, I had to go through like 4 iterations on that. It took like 20 fucking minutes. How does one fly through a sun? Unless the eye is like a hopper eye. Did the eagle and the sun originate out here? The Old Sea. The Grey Ladies sang songs of the Old Sea sometimes, but the words were all nonsense. I wonder what they'd make of me now. How can a sun be dark? I thought a sun was made of fire. I can't make any more of it. It's terrifying, you know. If you're an empress, then who are all those other robots that I lost? I mean, 4 fell in a canyon. It might have been what? A poet? A great musician? Anything.
Cease this jabbering.
Alright, you can't step over that apparently. Oh god, I am so done with that. That took way too long, and now I have forgotten everything that I was trying to do.
You said 4 was unlucky. How exactly?
It was short and rather sharp.
If recollecting the event causes you distress, I will forego knowing.
Thank you, Enki. That's most sensitive of you. The Sky God. That's the top. Not far now. Oh, this looks familiar.
Please, climb carefully.
Except in the beginning I had 6 with me. Careful, you don't roll backwards. Ha ha ha, that's my choice from earlier. It's a long way. Down.
Take a moment to rest before you walk, Aaliyah, please.
This is the summit?
This is as far as the path goes.
Alright. Much shorter inscription this time. Thank fucking God. The skies flow. Well, they do if they're rivers. Bricked up opening. There is something here. To keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? Only one way in? As far as I can ascertain, yes. There's something written here. An ancient script. This must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet. But I think I can read it. Just need to split these up. Obviously, it is Heaven's Vault. Name of the game. That's complete, Heaven's Vault. We are here. It's a name. But of what? But there's more here. Below. Scratched in. It must be a warning. Oh, fuck me. Until all is dark. Past God inside this temple will drink Nebula until all is dark. Drink the Nebula. The great darkness. The drying up of the rivers. This is why Renbo was looking for the vault, Empress Enki. Why you were. This is a temple, then. Heaven's Vault is a temple, set here above all the other gods. The darkness that Renbo warned us about, the slow disappearance of the nebula, this is it. Whatever's inside here, that's what's doing it. Draining the forces that drive the river. Bringing darkness. Interesting. I can feel a breeze. Perhaps there's something inside, breathing.
Do you believe it would be wise to open it?
What choice do we have? There's nowhere else to go.
Elberethian.
Enki, can you open it?
You. Walls fall for me. As soft as butter.
Here goes nothing. It's beautiful. Fucking mile of text on the wall, though. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Oh, except I apparently can't look at any of it. Okay.
Shall we? The operation of this door seems simple enough.
Bless the rivers. What is this? What have we found? Another door. No handles. Nothing to pull or push.
Not magnetic, Aaliyah. Is it like the Catechus Gate?
Do I say a word? Open up. Pity. Bo cataliti ifare? Snake spittle. What is this place?
The tomb was not a tomb. The mountain was not a mountain. This was heaven's vault.
Well then. I don't know what we're gonna do now.
And it was still alive.
Well, shit.
It's older than anything we've seen. It must be original. As much as anything can be, this is. What's it made of? The same as the structure on the Serpentside docking crater?
I believe so.
Kiti or Kisifar, Misinge Ki. I have no idea what you said. I don't even know what I said. Look at all those robots. There are robots here. Doing what?
They are mindless, Popper. Ants.
Kateng Beskisvar. Mimiai Farmagos Kihi. NK? I don't know what I'm looking at.
Nor do I, though I am quite sure that I have been here before.
That one didn't have one of these. Interesting. No wonder the gravity outside was wrong. This moon is hollow. Huh. This is incredible. It's like nothing I've ever seen. I sworn there was a path over here, but it's all the way over here now. It's just weird. Walkways over empty space. Are they stable?
They have been stable for thousands of years.
Huh. Every time I move by, hoppers the thing away from me. Hayapes mi shitori humyang. This is the mountain. This is the inside of the mountain. But what is it? It's like a palace.
Like a generator, Alia Lazra, that we are inside.
This way. Where did it go? Oring kisma huti, kisiti mia orikukt infa. Cross quickly. Yeah, preferably before it blinks out of existence again. That seems like a terrible design. Like, awful. Alright, let's talk to this weird-ass thing. What do you make of this? It's central to this whole space.
Move aside, Alia. Ianhua Mikis.
NK? Ari en bas aliti.
Yaki Ianzi Ifarari.
NK? Are you remembering something?
Sivar.
Welcome, Overseer. Tell me, do you wish to vault? You're an eagle. I am the ship. Do you wish to vault? Are you absorbing the rivers? The great darkness? The rivers disappearing? You're doing it? 65% of the core is now recovered. Please answer the question, Elbarathian fool. Do you wish to vault? Who am I talking to? Are you a god? I am the ship.
Please, Elbarathian. It hurts.
You're repeating yourself. Do you wish to vault? And what happens if I say yes? Does something happen to the nebula?
Entropy is inescapable. The rivers will inevitably run dry, but we will be elsewhere.
The Overseer must answer the question. Do we vault? Maybe I can turn this off. Stop. Entropic loss during recovery has been significant. Further loss will render vaulting impossible.
This miserable ship wants your assistance. It is a pathetic supplicant. It believes that allowing the core's energy to simply dissipate will cause great harm, but to vault will also cause harm. It is bound by its ethical core to decide, but it cannot. It is in agony. I find indecision quite disgusting.
then this ends now. Whatever this place has been doing to the nebula, it stops now. You are quite certain? In the long term, this decision offers no hope. Nothing survives in the long term. I'm an archaeologist. I've stood on the graves of emperors. I've wandered empty markets that once thrummed with a wealth of voices. I've seen the work of time firsthand. Time destroys every action, every idea. Nothing lasts. Not possessions, not fame, not fear. What was kind becomes monstrous. What was understood is overturned. We do what we do, and then we pass on. What this place was built to do doesn't matter anymore. The ancient gods are forgotten. This place is old and buried. And you are doing harm. Time to stop. Release the rivers. All of them. Do it now. I obey, Overseer. I am releasing the core. And now we're leaving. Yeah, I suppose I could have vaulted, but considering that I'm dying from an awful lung disease, God only knows where it would have taken me, and why. The sky is changing. New rivers are forming. A way home? Thousands of ways. There's a but. There is, imbecile. I will remain here. As you pointed out, the machine in there is rather old and stupid, but it seems to me there is another way, and I do not think it has reckoned on Enki, the first empress of the Holy Iraxian Empire. You two should get along. Yes, Aaliyah. But perhaps we will meet again. Now the nebula is connected once more. I will hopper you down to the Nightingale. Good sailing, Aaliyah Elazra. Mihari's gonna blame me for this. I just know she will.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present. But the past is just another story. How we tell that story, what it means, that's for us to decide.
Oh. Well, there you have it. We've saved the nebula. I am really curious what would happen if I didn't save the nebula, if I leapt away. Perhaps I will find out on my own time. And if it turns out to be interesting, then I'll probably share it. But for now, that's my way through Heaven's Vault. So, some overall thoughts. I like the story, I like the narrative, I like exploring. Some of the text puzzles, it'd be absolutely nice to just be able to back out of them at any point, or have it tell you right away that it's impossible, and not have to go through these 3 or 4 iterations of putting in words you know don't belong there just so it'll eliminate them and tell you that until you get to something that's actually useful. Also, flying, while fun, does take forever. I think it'd be a little better if it moved slightly faster. And then, I think most of all, biggest gripe with Huang is only being able to do a couple of things at a time. But more than that, it's the 15 minutes it takes for him to take something down to the curators that is probably totally unnecessary to the gameplay, or even to the storytelling. He could take a load of things down when you're done. Like, there's no reason to make the player wait while that happens. I get other places it makes sense. And I should know what this is, but I don't know what it is. The text on the screen. But yeah, so like waiting for NK to read read the pictograms, sure, that's fine. That's built-in waiting, that's fine. But every time you talk to Huang and you give something to him, he has to walk over to the curators, which are apparently all the way across the university, and then back again. And that's just a totally unnecessary sort of fluff bit. And you know what? I will do my best to translate this for you. And, assuming that I can, I'll put a little translation here. I apparently can't do it off the top of my head, unfortunately. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough of Heaven's Vault.